Welcome, ladies and gents, to lesson 3. As promised, here I'm going to show you some practical and real life case studies. So in the previous 2 lessons, we've covered just how important sales copy and messaging is. Okay, it's by now you should understand that it's the secret sauce to any online business. And as promised, I'm going to show you proven case studies and templates that I've personally created these sales pages, written the copy for, and they've worked for me. And, they'll work for you too, now that you understand the formulas and the elements that go into it. Now, in the next module, it's all about conversion systems, where I'm actually going to give you specific types of funnels for specific types of offers, what's working right now, and you can plug into them also. But for this lesson, we're going to be really focusing on sales pages and sales copy. So let's dive straight into the first case study. Okay, I'm going to show you 5 case studies here, so you can really get an idea of how things work. I'm also going to provide you with the templates, so feel free to download them via Google Docs and take a look at the way I've written them, and feel free to reverse engineer them by all means. Now, I'm not just showing you these sales pages that I've created, but also I want to give you a couple of ideas and have you kind of thinking how you can use them to sell certain things. Now, here's the thing, guys. Once you understand how to create sales pages and how to write good sales copy, you can pretty much sell anything. And people, you may be thinking, oh, well, I don't know what I could sell. Well, you could easily just get a PLR product. You could get a PLR product from any private label rights website, a good quality one, obviously, high quality PLR products, and sell them as info products for $7 or $17, whatever, to start generating sales. But I'm going to stick to showing you what has worked personally for me. And I used something called the 4-step JV method. This is before I had any list or really knew how to do email marketing properly. And so it's very simple. All I really did is, I found a method that works out there. So a lot of you, most of you, you're on Facebook or YouTube and you're seeing people having some success with methods. They're generating results. And I simply just followed some people for a while and, decided to reach out to one and said, hey, look, I'll pay you $400 or whatever for if you give me an hour and show me how to set this up. The reason being is I wanted to do it and create a proof of concept around the method. So then I could prove that what this person's showing actually works and I could build a product around it, right? So then the next step there is to create your sales page. And then all I did was I drove organic traffic through a Facebook method that I'm going to show you in module 5. So very simple. We won't go too much into this right now. If you feel free to ask questions in the group or me personally, whatever, but this is a very simple way to utilize these case studies I'm about to show you. And as you'll see, for most of them, I use this exact method. So let's go to case study 1. This was for a client called Tracy, and she wanted to create and sell her own products. So what we did, we used a PLR site. We found a high quality product to do with, I believe, list building. And we created the sales page there, which I'm about to show you in a minute. But this particular funnel, it generated around $12,000 in sales. And the traffic source, she was a customer of mine. So it was just my premium solo ads. And this type of funnel can basically be used for PLR products or any low-end type offer. All right. So let's take a look at this. Okay. Let's take a look at case study 1. So the idea here is I want to walk you through each element so you can see how this really works. Okay. So here we started with a powerful headline. We said, expert reveals how you can bank up to 500 a day in only 30 days guaranteed. So we kept it very simple in this sense. We didn't even have a subheadline. I would always advise to have a subheadline. We can, of course, add that in. Tracy wanted to a personalized video, which is always a good option. And I also provided the video script for that. So, simple headline, clean looking page, as you can see, a little video to build that credibility that we were talking about and show them this is a real person, to welcome them, to pre-warm them a little bit, So in this video, you can play it after. I'm not sure if it'll play because the way the mic's hooked up, but basically the key to this video that we wanted to do is we wanted the reader or the visitor to really pay attention to every single word on the page. So we hit home with that message. We first built some credibility. Stacey's obviously in a nice looking family home there. She introduced herself as a mother, which she obviously is. She was relatable. She was the relatable protagonist in this story. We really emphasized the point that this can be life-changing for them if they just pay really close attention to everything on this page. And actually, this is actually the subheadline. So it's actually being placed under the video. So, this was made, I would say, maybe 18 months ago. My skills have developed considerably since then, but I would probably have this subheadline up here now. But still, you see the process is still being followed. So here we've said, here's the definitive step-by-step guide for internet profits that will make your revenue soar, especially in a tough economy. So we wanted to keep it pretty generic. The headline, we're giving some curiosity here, and we're positioning Stacey as an expert, and we're telling the reader that we're about to reveal something that's going to help them earn some commissions. All right. And we're even sticking a solid guarantee in there. And then as they read on, we're basically saying, and then below this, in the rest of this, we're giving you the step-by-step guide for internet profits that is going to make your revenue soar, especially in a tough economy. So we're emphasizing the point that this works regardless of the current economic climate. Okay. Now we've used the whole location feature here. So again, this creates some credibility. She's not being blasé about where she's from. We're giving a sense of importance that we've dated it, we've timed it. So usually when you see a date and time on some sort of letter, you sit up and pay attention. So we've used this exact technique here. Remember, I'm giving you this whole template. So if you really wanted to, you can just switch out words, locations, whatever, have fun with it, guys. But the point of this video is I just want to talk you through it so you really understand why it works. Okay. Because remember, it's no good just having what works. You need to understand what's behind it, because then you can start having results without really depending on anybody. You don't need to depend on me or anyone. So a little picture here, more credibility. We start here. Dear fellow truth seeker, let me ask you a serious question. And, we're starting with a question. So again, we're hitting them with that raw emotion. And really the target market here, what me and Stacey discussed, is people who are trying to, they're trying to get started online, but they just keep getting sucked into the internet marketing gurus and, all this hype and the rubbish out there. So we really wanted to address that and make the point that this was a completely different thing. And I want you to notice how it flows. Okay. It's not just loads and loads of text. Okay. It's easy to read. All right. This is another thing that you must be fully aware of, that your reader's not always going to just read from top to bottom. It's very likely that they're going to scroll through. Okay. This is going to catch their attention. They're going to be reading these little subheadlines. So look, how much longer are you going to let these greedy marketing guru jerks continue to line their pockets with your hard-earned cash? Now it's your turn to flip the script and make things happen for yourself. All right. This is the moment that will change your life forever. So let's talk about these gurus. We're creating common enemy here, but I just want to show you how this flows. Okay. Again, consider this the last internet marketing video you ever need to watch. Consider this a real solution. And then this is the part where we're telling them, the thing is, people may just scroll down here and want to find out what exactly this is about. So here they can see step 1, step 2, step 3. So, okay, we're clearly stating exactly how this works. Okay. And then we're giving them more reasons, very clearly designed and very clearly written out. Again, we're using bulleted benefits. Remember, we're asking more questions, then we're introducing our product. And again, just notice the flow of it, the bonuses. It's a very, very attractive looking page. I mean, no wonder it works so well. Now, obviously, you will have access to my design, the design guides that I use personally. I'm not a design specialist, of course, but you can have the same access. We produce some of the highest converting pages in the industry, really, and armed with the copy as well. You're going to have a pretty slick looking sales page. If you don't have ClickFunnels or whatever, I will attempt to export the files and give it to you that way. I can even give you the share code, so you can literally copy and paste within ClickFunnels. But let's just go through a bit of the copy so we can get a real idea of it. Okay. So in the beginning, we're asking those questions. We're bringing up those emotions, those emotional hot buttons that we've talked about so much, about people being fed up, they're being lied to. This is triggering emotions of anger, of frustration. And remember, people buy with emotions, so we want to get them in this state. Then we're saying, have you had enough of these jerks, basically these internet marketing gurus trying to sell your product and promising you overnight riches, and really nothing happens? So this technique is all about creating a common enemy. Okay, remember, us versus them, winners versus losers. So again, people always want to know what the successful people are doing, and we're giving them an element of this is how things are really done. So here we're basically painting the picture here. So we're letting them know that if they don't make a decision here, if they don't keep reading on, if they don't take some sort of action here, this is going to be the sort of situation that they're going to be in, the one that they're struggling with right now. They keep continuing to buy the same old crap. They get excited and they get let down. So we're painting the picture. And then check this line out. If you're still reading this letter, then that means deep down you're ready to stop handing over your money to some system that looks great in the sales presentation, but you and I both know it's not going to work. This is an extremely hard-hitting line. This is very, very powerful stuff, because let's face it, most internet marketing videos and sales pages, they sound too good to be true, and it usually is. But we're saying, look, it's something a little bit different here. Not a little bit, completely different. So we're engaging them here. Remember the slippery slope method? We're engaging them here. I mean, read it for yourself. Would you be interested in this? I certainly would, if I was put myself in the prospect shoes. Here we're telling them, now it's your turn to flip the script and make things happen for yourself. And again, right now, you need to give me your full undivided attention for the next few moments. We really want them to zone in here. We're literally telling them, close Facebook, log out of Skype, turn off your phone, turn off the TV, and pay very close attention to every word on this page. So now we have them in a sense of, okay, I'm locked in. I'm gonna want to see. I'm definitely gonna read. I mean, if they've got this far, they're definitely reading every word on the page, and that's the whole goal here. Since the sales copy works, you just need them to keep reading. Okay. And so basically, what I did here is I introduced a kind of an advanced technique by using the metaphor of Eminem's famous song "Lose Yourself." And metaphors are a powerful way to really get an idea across. But basically, you can kind of tell any story. about, about opportunity, or about seizing the moment or things like that. I just wanted to emphasize here that this will be, and very well can be, the changing point for them, because they've struggled before, but now is the time for change, and that's about to happen right here. So again, we're gonna create this common enemy of the guru. We're basically gonna discredit them, and we're gonna say, hey guys, we understand that, we understand your situation, because in all honesty, I do understand the situation at the time, and I understood Tracy's target market. And so I knew that one of their biggest pain points was these greedy internet gurus who promise a lot and give very little. Right. So that was kind of my whole big idea here. It was all based around that pain point of them being lied to, of them being done out of money, and things sounding good but not appearing, not producing what they appeared to be. So I really broke it down here in this bit by basically just going to the crux of the thing. When in internet marketing, you pay a little bit for the front end, and then they keep asking you for more money and more money and more money. So I really created a very relatable picture here. Okay. And then what we did here is, I literally wanted to create a sense of togetherness. I wanted to say, look, don't feel bad. It's okay, because I've fallen for it too. I always put the brakes on. I always put the brakes on before being offered the brand new revolutionary product that will solve every problem I ever had and make me rich by this time tomorrow. Mostly because that product was very expensive and out of reach of me for the time. So it's a very, very relatable story that I'm telling here. And then finally, I'm introducing a kind of turning point in this story, where we've kind of painted a picture of despair and hopelessness here. And now we're slowly starting to turn the tide. Okay. So again, consider this is the last video you ever need to watch. So we're basically emphasizing the point, like, you don't have to fall for any more of that crap, because this is the real solution right here. Okay. Then introducing some killer points about, how this works, so they can get a little bit more information. So it's always a good idea to sort of break things down into steps or bullet points, and I used a 3-step system here. So I said the first thing I do is find a pocket of people who are proven buyers with a secret technique that continue to keep buying from me over and over again. The next thing I do is get in between the product they were going to be buying, and I offer them a highly valued product or extension of a package that goes with what they already want. I then get a piece of every single transaction that occurs, which in turn registers profit over and over again. And this method that we were selling was actually it was an affiliate marketing method, and a pretty cool one at that. But you see, we didn't really mention that here. We sort of broke it down into very easy to digest steps. And just to emphasize, we want to always remove any objections that they may have. So common objections to starting online is, people, oh, it's been done before. So we're letting them know this is totally untapped. Nobody else is using it. It's very scalable. People may have used things before, and they may have worked initially, but not again. And one of the biggest objections, along with price, along with not having the money, is people, they find that they may fear that it may be a little bit complicated or complex to set up. So always try and remove those objections. And we've done that here. We're telling them it's easy to set up and it's completely automated. So we're reassuring and we're removing those objections. Then we come into the why listen to me. Well, we're giving our story about why we're doing this in the first place and building some credibility. So here, we said, but it's the whole reluctant hero. So, I just, out of disgust for what the gurus are doing out there, I just had to share this. you know, and then we start to paint the picture of future pacing. So what their life would look like if they could really achieve these results that Stacy was able to achieve with the $500 every day. And we let them know, would you take your family on vacation? Would you buy the new car you always wanted? Would you spoil your kids? Would you clear all your debts? Would you indulge some of your favorite hobbies or desires? This is why it's very important to understand your target market and what they want, what their pain points are, what their desires are. We address their pain points earlier in the letter, and now we're painting a picture of their desire. And remember, we glue that all together with our solution of the product. So again, oh, okay, it looks like we repeated that there. Okay, so that's been repeated, but yeah, it still worked. But you see the point here. We are basically future pacing and creating a situation in their mind for where they can get to with our solution. All right. And then we introduce the actual product. So this is when we have to start giving them some information about exactly what they're getting. So it's always a good idea to have a good graphic like this. And they may very well may scroll down to here and see what they're gonna get inside this product. What are they actually buying? And these sentences, the way they've been, these little short sentences and paragraphs, this is the way you need to write on a sales letter. Okay, these sort of templates. And that's why I'm giving these templates, because you don't want to be too much to the point. You want to keep it kind of mysterious, and you want to keep them wanting more. So look, just let's take a look at a couple of these. So the underground secret to attracting proven buyers to your offers. The single most important traffic source you'll ever tap into to reap tremendous profits, plus the 4 words that will blow you away and forever change your view on traffic. The weird trick. These are all like curious and terms that is going to want them wanting to know more, wanting to read more, and wanting to get inside the system. All right. Then we create a winners versus losers scenario again. So we just make it clear that this is for you if you hate your job. We really hone in on our target market here. Someone who wants to quit their job, they want an easy step by step, they want to start an online business, and it's not for them if they want to get rich overnight. Tracy didn't want people like that, so we included that. Basically lazy people, or people who are not really wanting to get out of their job. So we're really emphasizing the point that this is going to enable them to get out of their 9 to 5 that they hate so much. And then we include the bonuses. Look, we're just stacking this. This is 197. Remember, you should know all this now. This is value stacking, and it's actually relevant stuff. So we're teaching them how to build a bigger email list, how to write sales letters, and how to get traffic. So all the things they're going to need. Then we come on to the price, and there's always a simple way to justify the price. And, a good way to do that is to value stack. So we just say, well, like if you are able to achieve the lifestyle that you can with the results of this system, well, what is that really worth to you? What is financial freedom worth to you? What is being able to live life on your own terms worth to you? And then, we kind of justify the price by saying, well, something like that. I was talking to my other colleagues, and something like that would be worth 5,000, but I'm not even going to charge you 1,000. I'm not even going to charge you 300. I'm going to slash it even less than 150, and then boom, just one easy payment of $14.95. And we have some more scarcity built up here. So it's always good to build up scarcity in your sales message when you can. Okay. Then we introduced the guarantee, which we talked about just to reinforce and strengthen your offer. And now we're closing out here. And, at the end, we've just included a couple of testimonials to give that social proof. Video testimonials are always better if you can get them. But we added the testimonials here, and of course the PSs. And we added quite a lot of PSs, just to emphasize emphasize the point here, and then a simple checkout. Okay, guys. So that's case study 1. Yeah, I won't go on too much. You can just have a look at it yourself. The link is here. The template is below this video, and just take a look and have a read and see how it makes you feel, and try and put yourself in the shoes of the struggling sort of beginner online and see if it resonates with you. Okay. I see you guys on the next case study, which will be that's a pretty cool one as well. So thanks again for listening, and I'll see you in the group.